This video is about using 4 examples to help us to understand all these index laws. Okay, so let's say we want to evaluate this thing. Okay, so first of all, if you look at this symbol with the 5 on the corner, this is actually 1/5 power. So actually like this, using this. Now, I have something to the 1/5 power and then outside with a -2 power. So I could multiply the powers together. So when I put them together is to the power of -2/5. And then what is the negative power? Negative power means the numerator and denominator is inverted. So I just invert this whole thing, it becomes like that, and I take out the negative like that. So if I need to evaluate this strange index, okay, I need to break this up. So when I break this up using prime factors, it becomes 3 to the power of 5. Multiplied by this index, I could get 3 to the power of 2. And the answer is 9. Now this one is an expression in terms of A, and we need to simplify it. Okay? Now if you start with this, okay, forget about the 5. This symbol itself means square root, right? That is 1/2 power. Okay, so if you put this together, it will become like this. Okay, now forget about the outside stuff. Okay, let's deal with the things inside the bracket first. They are all the same base. When the base are the same, then you could put the index all together. Now here's a rule for you. Look at this one. If this is a division, then you will subtract the index. And if it's a multiplication like this, you add them up, and so becomes like that. But remember, you can only do that when you have the same base. Okay, if one of these are different, then you cannot combine like that. And so that equals to a to the 4th power. Now at the end, you put them together. Okay, and that is using this law right here. All right, and so the answer is a to the 3rd power. Now let's take it up by 1 notch. Okay, same kind of question, but a little more difficult. So of course, in the beginning, we just want to get rid of the surd form, and we want to make this into index. Now let's look at these one by one. For this one, this is p to the power of -1/3, and then a 1/2 power, right? So I could make this into a product. There are 2 steps here. Okay, first of all, we don't like a fraction like this, so I put this back up here, and so the power would become from positive and goes to negative, right? And then the 1/3 will be outside. Now this one, power outside with another power, I could just put them together like this. Now here's the tricky part. There are many tricky parts in this question actually. If you take out the bracket, everyone inside the bracket gets the power. So it's basically this one, this law. Okay, so everyone, so it gets -2 times 1/3. Same for the Q. All right. Now the super tricky part is this. This is a product of 2 things. So when this is divided by this whole thing, actually you can put these 2 things under into the denominator. As a result, this part is actually down there. And when you put these 2 together, this actually should go back up. Okay? And so if I put this back up here, it's actually like this. Okay? It goes back up and becomes positive power. And so if I continue, it's actually like this. Okay? The key part is these 2 are together. Okay, so the P would become this power minus this power, which is normal, times Q to the positive 2/3 minus this, which gives us square root of P times Q to the power of 0. And anything to the power of 0 is actually 1. So here's the answer.